Hey, it's H here. Today we are taking a look at technical analysis for XLM or Stellar. I'll cover wave analysis a bit differently this time. I am going to be starting from a clean chart and building the chart and the wave counts that I see here live, or basically live, as a recording. So again, I chose XLM this time. I wanted to do this previously, but I haven't had time to do that. So, and there was a request for me to show how I'm going to be doing this. So before I go into any of these charts, I usually go and take a look at Coinmarketcap and see what kind of structure we have here. Usually we have the start of this coin pretty well mapped out here, so we can see that this coin was around 2014, end of 2014, so we can start looking for charts that has that long of a price history. Now I skipped that part, but I can see that we have this 2014 here, August, so we basically have all of the history we have or we need for this coin. So the next thing, again, what I usually do is measure some of these corrections, take just a quick measurement, take my lining up here, see what kind of structures or corrections we had. Obviously this one was the largest, 97%, which makes me think that this is a cycle 1-2 already. Now we have done here another 87%, 88 here, 86. So again, my bias goes towards this being the wave 1, and stuff here is again leading up to that wave 1 of cycle 1, just by looking at these. So let's start constructing the chart like that. So lowest low is here, highest high here, wave 1 and 2. There's a couple of options. On a high time frame we could be looking at this as a wave 2 here of cycle, or we could be looking at this as some kind of structure or three-way structure that is like this. For that to happen though, we would need to go another 80% downwards to get a new low, which would be most likely the goal of this long-term correction here. Now let's take a look at this fib before we go further. We can see that the 0.9 is here, which means that if we want to be labeling this as an ABC structure here, we could be looking at this as a ABC, but yeah, that is my overall bias. I still like the wave 2 here at the moment, as that has not been invalidated. Now wave 1, where does it start? Down here. Let's take a look on daily. I'm not going to go too detail into these waves, but this definitely does not look like 5-wave structure. To me this looks like a 3-way structure, like an ABC here. No idea what degree, but let's label it like that. Now that is actually the high here. It is interfering with this low, which is leading up to the first here. This looks pretty clear to me that we would have some kind of a 1, 2, possibly 3, 4, 5 here. I really like that count, so I'm going to be just labeling it from now here. Now, where does this start? It can't go from here, I don't think. Let's take a look at these lows here. What do we have here? This looks like a 3-way structure. Could be another 3-way, another 3-way. So this could be a WXY here, whatever degree this is. Then we have some kind of structure here. That looks like three-wave as well. This though looks like a diagonal of some sorts. This is the default for now here. Or perhaps we would have to say, yeah, look at these wicks. They're just massive wicks. This is a bit tricky here. I think we might need to do some assumptions here. This for sure is three-way structure here. I don't think this is the one. One of this primary that is leading up to the cycle. I'm liking this bottom a bit more. So what do we have here? So this could be another three-way structure here. Three waves. This looks like three waves as well. This is super impulsive. I could be seeing this as a five-way structure for sure. This most likely a three-wave. So could we have a... this is tricky to see what this is here. Because these are really impulsive structures, same as this though. But we had this three-way structure here. This is definitely something that is growing in strength. We don't have volume data back here, which is a bit annoying as well. Let's see from the back side here. So that is larger. What about this one here? Just a bit smaller. That is annoying. What about if we place it here? Now if we had this here, 1, we could have it like this. 1, 2, this would be 3, 4 and 5. That would align with the trend lines as well. And this would be a minor. So let's just check out the extensions once more, just to make sure that these are correct. So what we're looking is the one-to-one extension. Wave 3 is larger here, which means again that this needs to be an expanding diagonal if we want to play the diagonal. At that point we would need wave 4 to be larger than wave 2, which it is, and then wave 5 to be larger than wave 3. It is so close. It is so close. That is so annoying. But I think that's the best I can do for now. We are so close. Can we give this 0.5% of a measuring error? Or maybe we have some on other exchanges that this week is not as high. Yeah, I didn't have any issues here. So if we have this... If we are placing the wave 2 down here, then it would be perfect. But again, saying that this would be a truncated wave C, I guess it's possible. But either way, we are really close. I think this is the closest I'm going to get on this time schedule. So let's move on. So we are saying that this is a 1 of something. And we had a 3-wave, 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 so 2 here. So because this last leg looks more like 3-wave structure, it could be a 5-wave as well. 1, 2, then we have this super weird looking B wave. Some kind of a, yeah, let's just call it ABC so for now. So this would be a intermediate, I think. No, this would be primary one. And these would be intermediate waves. So we would be looking at WXY here. WXY. We can look into this a bit later if we have some issues with the fourth wave not having a alteration here. So these should be all minor. And there we go, we have 1, 2 in place. A bit wonky looking as the Y wave did not get past the X wave, but we're really close. That's the best I can do for now. What do we have next? Again, this massive bump here. I'm just going to be labeling that 1. 3-wave structure here into 2. Then we have some kind of a probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 1 here. Some 3 is here. We do have a divergence here to mark the end of something. So I would like to say that this is here, here, and no, that's not right. We would want to have the 3rd here. So 4th would be here, 5th here. Let's see. Dive in a bit closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be a 1. Maybe we could argue that this structure here is a 1 or 4, 3, 4. So we would have something like a this is a bit tricky, as I think we would need to go into lower time frames to make sure that this is the structure. Overall, let's go to 4 hour just to make sure that we have some kind of structure we can depend on there. We do have some structure here and here. So could be even a truncated 3rd here or 5th of this structure, saying this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have a real divergence between these, as this is really low as well as this last leg is really impulsive. I would like to say that this is 1 here, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is not right though. 1, 2. There is a wick here, meaning that there is price action there. So we could be saying that this could be some kind of leading diagonal into 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into the 3rd, 4th, 5th. So this would be a 1. This has to be 2. Where they start here, din, 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 din. We could have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 1. They should be minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this would be our 3rd here. Or we could have, no, that is too small here. Yeah, we would have to place these, if we want to place this 3rd here, unless we want to say that we have 3rd, 4th and 5th. None of these are really looking good. So either 3rd, 4th, 5th is up here, or they're up or down here. I'm not just going to label them at all. But again, sometimes they don't really line up too well. But let's move on. Still continuing on the daily. Just getting this overall structure first now. Then we can get back to these problematic areas. So what we are looking here, again, this would be the intermediate. 3, so 4 here. We don't have problems with the third or fourth and the first. And then we had this clear 5-wave impulse to the fifth of primary into the first cycle, and then we would have 3-way structure here. Let's take a look at this one. Din din din, din din din. Yeah, that looks like a 3-way structure here. This definitely looks like a triangle. Is one of the clearest triangles I can see. Also an RSI is supporting it, which is exciting here. Yeah, it is not really perfect, but again, what is? I'm thinking that 3 ways here. This would not that. This one here. We would have this as a triangle here, and C wave here. Another 5-way structure here. Don't really have a good divergence between these two. We might need to go to lower degree to confirm that. Another 3-way structure here. And what on earth is this? Massive spike here. Just looking at overall, we have to have some kind of structure up here, then here, then here. Is this part of it? This here? I would almost have to say this is some kind of WXY. Din 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 din. Yeah, something like this. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah. So overall, we would have a 3-way structure here, 3-wave and 3-wave. That should actually be primary scale, and they should be intermediate, as they are one lesser degree of a wave structure. That is really clean, this triangle. Now we can package all this up, and this would be cycle 2 done. There we go. And next we would be concentrating on this structure here. So again, before we forget, let's label the possibility of this being a wave, B, and then looking for the C wave. Just because we had, again, the retracement of more than 90%, we are looking for C wave here instead of the Y wave. So this is cycle 2 not done, and this would be in primary scale. We're going to hide that for now. Let's take a look here. Ooh, a lot of chop here, a lot of overlapping here, which is definitely not fun for anybody. Okay, let's dig in. The first structure that I can find is this here. We have a divergence between these highs. So these highs, basically, definitely do have a divergence here as well, and here if we need it. So what I can see here is some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possibly. So so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's label that as I see it. And this, what would be this degree? I think it's minor. That would be, again, intermediate 1, 2 done. 2 is really short though, but I just can't see any other structure here that would be complying better for a wave 2. Oh yeah, we forgot to take a look here is the structure for the wave 4 here. We had a WXY here that was okay looking as a zigzag or double zigzag pattern, or actually triple, but yeah, the middle wave here was a zigzag as well. This could be some kind of a diagonal as well, but we don't need to label that. And in here for this wave 4, this is something else. We did not get to the 0.9, which could qualify this again for a zigzag here. It could be a double zigzag as well. That's a bit odd. There would be no alteration in that case. Oh well, that's sometimes happening. The alteration guideline is a guideline again, and not a rule. Now where do we expect wave 3 to go here? That is 1-to-1, and we're really high already. Yeah, that is not happening. We're not going to get third wave up here, as we need 5 waves to finish this. So here I think this is a wave 1-2 of a smaller time frame. Could we complete it here? I don't think so. I can see 1-2, 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So that would be the third here on this scale. This would be 4. And that is really bad looking structure, but is this the 5th then? So this would be the 3rd. Yeah, there's at least no overlap here. Let's see. This would be the 4th and 5th. We would have definitely looking this structure again as something of a diagonal here. So where's my tool here? And check out the 1-to-1 extension. So of course this next structure here is smaller than this one, so we would be expecting a contracting diagonal here. Well, let's take a look at this one here. Please be smaller. It is smaller, which makes me think that we have some kind of contracting diagonal here at the end. Just make sure for this last leg here. I need to be snapping these together now. Oh no. This does not look good. We are again splitting hairs here. Basically wave 5 here is larger if we place it on the top here, which would make this a bit of an invalid case. What if we have the wave 4 here? At that point, oh sorry, wave 2. Then we would have this as a 3-way structure. Let's take a look how much this retraces here. 0.9 is way off. So yeah, that works. So 3 waves here into 1, 3 waves here into 2, 3 waves into 3rd, 4th and 5th. And there we go. Thank you, it worked. I'm glad. So this actually works pretty nicely as such. I expected a bit more issues here when just labeling. Just because we had so many overlaps here. But that is pretty clean to me. Let's take a look at the alteration. What is this structure here? So this probably is a double zigzag. What do we have here? Well, this is for sure well, not for sure. Let's take a look. Scrolling out a bit. Ooh. Didn't see that coming here. Din, 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 din. So this probably is a 90% retracement here. Yeah, it is. So this is an ABC, ABC, and ABC. So that is some kind of WXY structure. So there's an alteration, which is good and expected here. So that works out pretty well. And that is, again, a primary one done. Now let's take a look at this structure here quickly. I'm not going to be labeling all of these, but for a quick glance, let's take a look. This looks like a 5-way structure. It could be ending here. So this would be an ABC. Unless, oh, we could have this, yeah, it would be a some kind of running flat though, definitely not good looking. We do have a divergence only up to here. It does make sense, we would have divergence here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a truncated fifth or double bottom basically for the C wave. Then we would have a structure here. Does this look like 5 ways? We do have a divergence here, which would make me think so. 3 ways down here. This structure though looks like 3 waves to me. So instead of thinking anything else, maybe we can actually have din din or din din din. No, the X is here, I think. Something like that. Looks good. We have some kind of a structure here. Din din din. WXY has to be, this week is so low here. Unless we can have 1, 2, a really small 1, 2 here, 3, 4 and 5. We do have a divergence there. So maybe this is a zigzag here. Oh sorry, yeah. Zigzag A, B and C. Of a smaller time frame, of course. That would be minuet, I think. But we don't need to label that. More clutter into the charts. So overall, what are we looking at? Again, we have 2 waves completed. If we want to be looking at a flat, we would need to come up here. We did not. So what we are expecting is a W, X and Y. Y structure here. And let's take a target measurement. And there we go. And wait, see, and remove the 2.618 here. Change color to match this one. And there we go. We've already gotten to the 1-to-1 extension here. Let's see on non-logarithmic chart. We are still off. We're still off of that target of the 0.618. That is low though. Another 42%. I'm not sure if that is going to happen. I really do like to view these assets on logarithmic scale. As just look at this. How are you going to be labeling anything here? And how is the price ever going to be respecting any of this stuff on arithmetic? I just can't see it. Logarithmic is the way to go for me on crypto. On other asset classes that could be different, but for crypto that is 100% what I'm going for. Now what we have here is a bit different looking. So we're looking for three ways. First, on overall structure, I can see three ways here: A, B, and C, or W, X, Y. Let's see. Can we get a five-way structure ending here? It is the lowest here on RSI, could be indicating of a third wave. So possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That would be 1, but we have overlap here, so there can't be. Maybe 1, 2 here. 1, 2. This is tricky. We do have a divergence here, so I would, if we are looking for the five-way structure, meaning we are looking for this structure A, B, and C. Oh, is this intermediate? No, this is minor. For the WXY, I would be looking for 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this overlapping here? Let's see, we're really close. If it is not, and it is not, yeah, okay. So we definitely can have that there. If we are looking for this WXY count first, the first I can see is this here. No, that's not right. Here. XY. And that would be on minute. Let's label off some of this stuff first. So here. Is this part of it? Yeah. So this is WXY. And this is the WXY, YWXY, meaning the Y wave has a WXY, that's why I'm labeling it that way. And this one was part of this one, and this one is again WXY, YABC. So we could have ABC here. Would that work? I mean, we could have a massive looking expanding diagonal here. It's a bit weird. Not really liking that. 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe a running flat here. 3, 4, and 5. Is this overlapping here? Let's check the overlap here as well. There's no overlap between this low and this high. So I'm just thinking of all the possibilities that we have here on the other counts as well, on the ABC count at the same time. Sorry. Let's focus on this one first. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A truncated fifth. I really don't like that on any of my accounts, but sometimes that is something that happens. Do we get 5 waves into this first one? 1, 2. We didn't have issues with that. 2. What on earth is this? 1, 2 maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was a divergence here. And, well, can't really see the 1, 2 here. It is hidden in these. But that looks pretty clean to me. 1, 2. This would be the third, fourth, and fifth. And that would be the A wave. Definitely not the cleanest, but it is viable. And that would complete this first ABC here onto the W. Right. Then we could have a three-way structure here. This would be a zigzag, something else here, or ending here, and then three waves here. Definitely some merit to this one. Let's take a look at this other one first before we quit. So again, we had that divergence here that we were looking for, and I saw this one here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could have the third here, fourth and fifth here, although this is definitely looking a bit bad. We could even, there's no need to say that this is a diagonal. I think the truncated fifth here on the subway structure would still work here, yeah. We could have this here. There is a reason for this to be a running flat. There's a massive amount of dumping here, which is, again, this running flat is entailing that there is not enough buying pressure upwards here to create a expanded flat. So I'm pretty happy with that one here. But again, that would be the last leg here. What did we have on the other one? This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and this would be an expanded fifth here on a minute. Ooh. So one here. I'm thinking the third has to be larger here. Yeah, it is. So it is viable. Definitely not really clean looking structure here. If I had to change something, I would probably change the third position down to here. So this would be a 1, 2. We could have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 truncated fifth here, third, fourth. But at that time, again, we would have a issue with this low. One, two. Let's think about that. So this would be the fourth. There's no issue in higher time frame. Let's see. So this would be again 1, most likely 2 here. Could be here as well. Truncated fifth here. This would be minuet. We could have just a wild looking wave 2 here. That would fit the case, right? Yeah, I think I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the truncated fourth. We have an alteration between the second and fourth. Fourth is really short in time, a zigzag, and this is just some kind of WXY mess. Most likely something like this here. Could even be like this. Din din din. Yeah, kind of like that. Let's label it as such. Yeah, that looks better now. We have the divergence here on the third and fifth on larger time frame. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And here we have 3 ways to be, and now we would be looking for 5 waves here. But I think that's something that I'm going to be doing in an update video for XLM or Stellar. But again, I think we're going to be ending this video right here. Let me know if this was any use to you, if you watched all the way through. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Link to my Discord server in the description of the video if you want to join, and also let me know a asset if you want an update for, or a fresh chart like this one. Maybe I can do another set of this. Hopefully this wasn't too long of a recording. We'll see when this comes out on YouTube. But for now, thank you for watching and hopefully see you on the next video as well. Bye bye.